After that tough start that we had in the opening episode, I've switched things around a little, and we've changed our system and style of play, and things are working out a lot better now. And with two very big games coming up today, that's just as well. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to the Beta Save here at West Ham. And after our very dodgy start in the first episode, things have taken a turn for the better. And as you can see from the table, we are currently sitting in second. We have played 7, we have 14 points, and we are level on points with Manchester City, who have a far superior goal difference. We are also level on points with Tottenham, who have the same goal difference, but we are somehow managing to be in second place. And things have been going well, and although they are teams generally that we should be beating, there were two very big games, one against Chelsea, and then there was this game against Arsenal. And so I would say that that was a very good result against Arsenal. We have changed things and we're going to look at that in a second. But also, our set-piece coach has been very busy and we scored one lovely goal against Brighton. So let's go quickly and take a look at what has been happening both on and off the pitch since you were last with us. And when you were last with us, you saw us have that 4-2 defeat against Newcastle, and then we bounced back to beat Everton away by 2-1. We followed that with a nice 3-1 victory away at Sheffield United, and that was followed by an even better 3-1 home victory against rivals Chelsea, and the fans just loved that one. And then we went away to Wolves, but unfortunately we didn't play very well and we only came away with a 2-2 draw. And then we started our Europa League campaign with a thumping 5-0 home victory against Dinamo, and then we followed that with the 3-3 home draw against Arsenal. That was a particularly pleasing game. In that game we totally outplayed them, but whilst our shots were hitting the post and just going wide, Arsenal were very clinical on the break, and even though we outclassed them, they actually managed to draw, and we should have won that game in reality. We then went to Sheffield Wednesday in the Carabao Cup third round. We played a very much rotated reserve team and we came away with a 3-1 victory. And we've just recently followed that with a 2-0 home victory against Brighton. And so today we have two very, very big games. We will be away at Genk in our second Europa League group phase game, and then we will be away at Liverpool in the Premier League. And this is probably the biggest test that we will have faced so far. We have been tweaking the tactic as well, and we are now playing in this 4-2-3-1 formation. We've got Ings playing as a DLF, and he is playing very well indeed at the moment. And it is playing very well. We've got the new libero and the inverted fullback playing. There is a little bit of a concern that I have that perhaps the libero and the volante are getting in each other's way at the moment, but I'm sure with a few tweaks we're going to be able to sort that out. And this tactic is definitely working better than the previous tactics that we were using. We still use the low block to close off the games, but we still have a little bit more work to do, and maybe this is the first real tactic that we've come up with in FM24. We'll keep you posted on that one. And in terms of current injuries, we do have two players who are currently out. Maxwell Cornet, who has been playing very well as a deputy striker. He has a pulled knee ligament and he will be out for about another 2 weeks. And then we have Fabianski, the backup goalkeeper. He has a broken hand. He's still expected to be out for another couple of weeks, but he is getting a lot better. And so we have done extremely well using this brand new tactic, this brand new style. It still needs working on, but it has to fill us with optimism as we go into these two games today. I think we will play a rotated team against Genk. I'm not sure yet because of the big game that's coming up on Sunday against Liverpool. I need to go and prepare the team and get the team ready for these two big games. We'll be right back before the kickoff. Let's go and kick some balls. And so the team against Genk, a slightly rotated team up top in the main, is Areola in goal with Kura, Zuma, Agard and Emerson at the back. Alvarez and Ward-Prowse in midfield with Antonio, Fornals, Benrahma and Ings will play up front. It is a little bit of a risk that we're taking, rotating the team here. But I think with the game coming up against Liverpool on Sunday, I had to rest some players. And I think it might prove to be the correct decision. We are the favourites here. Genk did win their first game in the group, and we won our first game. But we are favourites, and we should be winning this game. But whether we will or not, I'm not sure. And this is all very impressive. And so the game is underway as we hope we can get off to another winning start here and we can win our first two games. But it is Genk who are actually dominating the game at the moment. There's very little happening in terms of the game. Match momentum, it has been with Genk. They started better, but we're coming back into the game a little bit. Still very little happening and very few chances are being created. But mostly they are being created by Genk. We are not actually contributing anything at all to this game. We do have the possession, but we're just again not creating chances, and I really hope we're not going into a period again where we're not going to be creating any chances. It's a very, very quiet first half, but Genk do have a set piece, and they are pretty good at set pieces, I believe, and so we're going to need to be pretty strong in defence in order to defend against this, and we didn't defend it very well. It's come back out, and Genk do have an opportunity. They are going to score. It flies over the crossbar. I need to tell these boys that we want more from them. We've been playing very well in this system of late, but at the moment Genk are the better team. We have at last created an opportunity, but nothing has come from it. I think I may have to change things in the second half. We might have to change the formation a little bit and play things a little bit differently, because at the moment Genk are dominating the game and we are allowing them to do that. They are a pacey team, so it might be that we just need to adjust the lines. It might be that we need to change to the low block, and that's a good tackle, but Genk are still coming forward. We need to close him down, but he has scored. And Genk have taken the lead, and maybe rotating the team was not the right thing to do. I had to take a chance, I think, because of the game coming up against Liverpool, and unfortunately it's not paid off. Sometimes it pays off and sometimes it doesn't. It was a good tackle, but unfortunately we're not closing them down properly, and I think I am going to change the system at half-time. I think we've got to do a lot better than what we're doing. Genk are totally in control, and we are not playing very well at all. And I have to tell them that this was not good enough. We are the favourites, and I need to be telling one or two of them in private that they are not good enough. In fact, there's a lot more than one or two who are not playing very well. And we need to be telling them, I'm not happy with your performances. We have gone into the high press now, the 4-1-2-2-1 high press. We've got to try and get back into this game, and we've gone attacking. This doesn't matter whether we lose 1-0 or we lose 4-0. We really have to attack. We are still not creating chances. Genk are clearly the better side. I think I need to make some changes to the team and see what happens then. But we will do that after this highlight, and it is going to be Genk again who are looking to attack. And Zuma's done well and intercepted the ball. It comes to Ings who's having a terrible game, but I don't have anybody on the bench today with Cornet being injured. And of course I did make a mistake with Ivan Toney. We did buy Ivan Toney, but unfortunately Ivan Toney is suspended in real life until January, and I didn't know that due to his gambling problems. And so I bought him, and he's having to sit in the reserves for a while, and we have equalised. And Fornals has somehow pulled us back into this game just when I was going to berate the team and make some changes. We've somehow got ourselves back into the game. I still think I need to make some changes. I need to protect players for Sunday against Liverpool. But Fornals burst through and he has equalised. And now let's hope we can build on that. Let's drop them a little bit of encouragement. Let's try and build on that. We have taken the match momentum away from Genk a little bit, but we're still not producing chances. I'm going to go and make some changes. And so I have made my changes now, and I have gone into the low block. I will take a draw against Genk, and if we can just hold out with this game now, then I'll take a draw quite happily. Genk have totally outplayed us on the day, and a draw will be a very good result. So I've gone into the low block now just to try and see the game out. But Genk are really looking very dangerous. They are in space again, and they've fired past the post. And it remains Genk 1, West Ham United 1. And can we hold on? It will be a good result just holding on to this. We've been hardly in the game. Although we've bossed the possession, we have not created enough chances. We've taken one of the two that we've had, and that means that we will stay top of the group if this result stays. I will take a 1-1. We've been able to rest players for Sunday, but something's happened here. It looks like they are going to have a free kick to finish the game. And are they going to sneak the win here, Genk? They have scored, and they've sneaked the win. And that is a dreadful result now. And going into the low block didn't pay off. And we've been beaten, and soundly beaten as well. And that's unfortunate, but that's the way football is. And I really can't understand why we've been beaten. Maybe I've made errors going into the low block trying to see the game out. Was probably not the best idea. But we do have a throw-in. Can we equalise before the end of the match? There's 4 minutes of time added on. Zuma looks to bring the ball forward. We have picked it up in midfield. Here's Benrahma. Benrahma, I need to shout at the boys. Demand more. Try to get them fired up here. We need to get back into this game if we possibly can. And that's a nice pass to Antonio. Antonio deputising for Gerard Bowen today to give Bowen a rest. We are looking to bring it forward. We could possibly create a chance here. We are in. We are going to score. Kudus, who's just come on, has scored the goal that has got the equaliser. And now, hopefully, we can just hold on, and we can make sure that we get a point now. I was very disappointed to have conceded, but we've come back into the game. They were only ahead for a couple of minutes, and we've managed to equalise. I don't think we need to see this several times. The game can now peter out. There's just a minute left. It's Genk 2, West Ham 2. I think we've done really well with a rotated team. I think that's a very, very good result indeed. We didn't get the result we wanted, but I'm happy that we got the draw. And so if we have a look at what the table here, we have stayed top of the league, and Dinamo must have won their game, and we will have 2 games to play against TSC now, so that should hopefully solidify our place at the top of the league. That was a very good result, I think, getting a result, a 2-2 away. We have to play them at home, and we can probably beat them at home. And so we've made a decent start to the episode. We have to play Liverpool next. I need to go and get the team ready for Liverpool. What a test this is going to be for this team. I'll be right back before the kickoff. And so the team for today against Liverpool. The biggest test that we have had this season is Areola in goal with Kufal, Zuma, Aguerd and Cresswell at the back. Alvarez and Ward-Prowse in midfield with Bowen, Kudus, Pasquetta and Ings will play up front. It is the biggest test. I don't feel very optimistic that we can get anything out of this game. I think it's going to be very, very tough. But if Liverpool are tired, then perhaps we can get one over on them. And the media have given you guys a lot of credit recently. I've got faith in you. Go out and make a difference. Let's see what we can do. I don't feel like this is a game that we are going to win. But if we can get a point, that'll be great. Even if we lose, it won't be so bad. We're currently sitting in 5th in the table. We are, of course, playing on Sunday, and most of the games have been played. We've dropped down from 2nd, but the good news is that we can't drop any lower than 5th. We're a team that's expected to finish in mid-table, and mid-table would be good given that we are in Europe as well as trying to compete in this very tough league. We're doing well, and so a defeat against Liverpool will not be a big deal. I just want us to put on a good show, and we have actually had most of the match momentum early on, and we've had the 2 shots that have happened in the game. Neither on target, but at least we are in this game. We haven't had the possession. Liverpool are dominating the possession, but it's very even at the moment as we're coming up to halfway through the first half. Nothing much has happened. We are kind of in the ascendancy in terms of the match momentum. Does this bode well? Who knows? I'd like to see us creating a few more chances, at least getting 1 or 2 on target. But at the moment, it's still Liverpool 0, West Ham 0, and we're holding our own here. And most of the players are doing okay. We've got a number of players like Bowen is not having the greatest game. Ings is not playing particularly well. But we are holding Liverpool out. They haven't had a shot on goal as yet. There is the first shot on goal from Liverpool, and they are finishing the half a lot stronger than we are, much stronger than we are. But we've survived to half-time, and the score is Liverpool 0, West Ham 0. It's not really working for us at the moment, and I probably do need to change things around a little bit. So I have switched things around a bit, and we have taken off Jarrod Bowen and also Alvarez, who is quite tired. And I need to tell them that our passing hasn't been good. The media have given us a lot of credit. Let's do that one again. And you weren't that bad, but you can still improve. The defence played actually quite well. Danny Ings needs to lift his game up a little bit. We've made a couple of changes. We've made a tweak to how we're playing. I don't know if the low block is going to work against this Liverpool team. They are not tired, is particularly tired. They are doing very well. They're doing as well as us. We do have a little bit more energy left than Liverpool, and perhaps that will help us as we go into the latter stages. But at the moment, it's still fairly even Stevens, and I will take a draw away at Liverpool. Don't get me wrong at all. And as we are coming up to 65 minutes, it might be time for me to go and make a couple of changes. But we are attacking, and Liverpool have cleared. And does this mean that there's a counter-attack on the way from Liverpool? It always, if you start a highlight like that, it's always dangerous as Liverpool look to bring it forward. They are a very good team. Even if we suffer a defeat here, it won't be that bad. Into the box, and I think we've given away a penalty, and this could spell the end, the defeat for us. And oh boy, big game penalties again. I have nothing to say. I think the penalty is awarded. Salah will tuck this away, and we will be a goal behind unless our goalkeeper can pull something out of the fire there. I think it's been a good performance, but Liverpool are definitely a better team. Salah's put it away. We are a goal behind. Unfortunate, but it is Liverpool away at the end of the day, and there's not much we can do about it. I am going to go now into the high press. I think we might as well take the game to Liverpool now. Go positive, see if we can get a point. Liverpool are tiring. I'm going to go make some changes. And so I have made my changes. And unfortunate, but we are a goal behind. I won't be too unhappy losing 1-0 away at Liverpool. I think we've done well, but we just haven't created enough. We've not been creative enough. We'll try the high press for the last 15 minutes, hoping that Liverpool are tired after their European outing. We did rest our players and should be fitter. Liverpool, of course, will have played the same team. And we are looking to work up the front. We've given a debut to Numu on the right wing, and we have a chance, and it's gone into the side netting. A debut for Numu, known as Nathan. He's going to be known as Nathan. And Bowen has been having a poor game today. Not quite sure why Bowen, who was rested, decided not to turn up today. But we are now down in 6th, and that is not great news. When we were second beginning the episode. But these were two very tough, very big games. I'm quite happy with the results, even though we've been defeated by Liverpool. I think we've done extremely well, and especially in Europe. This is going to be hard for this team, and especially with tackles like that from Kufal. And we need to, well done, Ward-Prowse got his foot in. Have we given away another penalty? Unfortunately, it's another penalty, and I'm not too happy about this. I don't mind losing to Liverpool, but referee, 2 penalties, is this really necessary? But that one is no penalty. It's being given as no penalty. I think that would have been a bit harsh by FM. And 1-0 will be fine. We'll take the 1-0. And how many minutes? We'll just go attacking now for the last few seconds of this game. It is going to be a set piece, though, for Liverpool. Gakpo will blast in the corner. They've made a number of substitutions right at the end. Unfortunately, though, we just haven't been good enough. As Liverpool look to make it 2-0, they have made it 2-0, and that's the big test, and we didn't come up to it. But, it is Liverpool away, and so I'm not too unhappy. And we'll finish the episode in 6th place. It was poor. We were not good enough, to be fair, and I got to stop playing these big games, I think, in the live games, because we tend to lose when we're playing live because we are playing these big games. So maybe next time we come back and play some easier fixtures so that we can score some goals live instead of the opposition. But it is what it is. We have seen that we are still not yet good enough to take on the likes of City and Liverpool. We wouldn't expect to be. And we just need to now just hold on. Keep it down to 2-0. That's respectable. And Liverpool have won the ball again and are looking to attack again. I think that's enough highlights now, FM. I don't think we need to go 3-0 down, do we? Especially after we played so well. Liverpool have hit the post. And let's keep it at 2-0. I don't mind 2-0. We'll take that. We'll finish the episode in 6th. It is finally over. Liverpool have beaten us by 2-0. It was not to be. We were the underdogs. They didn't like that very much. They wanted to win it. But unfortunately, we couldn't win it. We are now 3 points behind Manchester City at the top of the league. We are sitting in 6th. Not exactly the finish that I wanted, and not exactly the episode that I had in mind. And I think we will come back next time for some easier games. And I think we'll come back for TSC and Crystal Palace, and hopefully, or Luton and Dinamo. And hopefully then we can actually get some wins on the score sheet rather than losing every time we play live against these big teams. And that's it for this episode. If you are brand new to the channel and you like FM content and you love to see people suffer playing this game, I can tell you, you are definitely in the right place. So why not subscribe, like, watch, comment, do all that good stuff and help the channel to grow. Help us to support the very good work of the British Heart Foundation. I am fairly happy. We're in 6th place. We're doing well in Europe. It just wasn't the greatest of episodes. And hopefully when we come back, we'll have 2 easier games next time and we'll get 2 better results. That's it for this episode. All that remains to be said now is stay safe, take care, and we'll see you in the next episode.